your name on it. Just put your name on it. That's all I say. Be a man or a woman. Put your name on it.
More Stories Podcast. My friend Kevin Pollak is back. I love you, buddy.
Hey, pal.
Hey, how are you?
It's been a goddamn minute. Where is this? We're not live. Clearly.
No, too much pressure for that live. Maybe one day we'll be live. Joe Prano's here. Kyle's here.
Don't get up, fellas. I did mine foolishly streaming live for a very, very long time.
Could you read the comments as you were doing it live? Put that closer to your mouth. Like
they were thrown. They were thrown to me live.
Cradle the balls.
Yeah. Tulsa King. How did you know?
I auditioned for it. I think I auditioned for your role. Is it the DA that's a gambling addict?
No.
Oh.
No.
Then who's the asshole that got that part? Tulsa King season 3, and that airs on
September 21st.
Another network. No, that airs on September 21st. On what network? Streaming, right?
Paramount. It is the
Joe, I swear to God,
Taylor Sheridan network, Paramount Plus.
Paramount Plus.
He's the Yellowstone and all those guy.
I auditioned for I guess he's the AD, that gambling guy over his head, and then Stallone pays him a visit.
For season 2. No, season 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like one of my best auditions ever. Even the friend that read with me was like, there's no way you don't get this. I'm like, I know, right? And like everything else.
Who's that jinx ball?
When it's Steve Falcone. And whenever it's like self-tape, like, what am I doing? What is this?
I don't understand it.
But you did it. You got an offer?
You know, ever since something called A Few Good Men.
What's that? Is that a play you did?
It is not a play. It is.
When's that come out?
It is. Jason Alexander is on Seinfeld. You know, the first season is airing at 4 p.m. 13 people watching, right? So I'm having lunch every day with Rob Reiner working on this other TV thing that the world would never see, that he and Christopher Guest created. Ridiculous. But I'm in front of him every day, and he points his stubby finger at me one day and says, you know, my next movie was a big Broadway play called A Few Good Men. I got Nicholson, Tom Cruise, but there's this part of Tom's co-counsel that you're kind of perfect for. I've got an offer out to Jason Alexander, but if Seinfeld gets picked up for season 2, which was a 0 chance at that point, you'd be great for this. And I go home and pray for Jason's success. And it worked out pretty well for both of us. But since that movie, now 33 years, it was such a juggernaut. And I was, as you know, the guy, like your experience, you know, we were like, well, who's this guy? Because they know who the stars are. And they're like, well, who's this guy?
Yeah.
And that's all. That I was the Where's Waldo in that cast. And it's been offers since.
How'd you like working with Tom?
Well, you know, I think we chatted about this 30 years ago.
10 years ago, though.
Yeah, 20 years ago. It's the greatest because
he really is.
Of all the reasons you've heard. And one of my favorite things, the first AD, as you know, is the guy who kind of runs the ship, especially shooting on a soundstage where you've got 10 trailers and you got to get everybody to the set at the same time. But everyone takes a different amount of time to come out of their trailer when they knock on it saying, we're ready for you now. And Frank Capra III was the first AD on A Few Good Men. And so let's see, Jack takes 17 minutes when you knock on his door. Demi takes 7. Pollak has to put on her shoes and pee, so he's like 4.5.
That's my thing.
Yeah. And Tom, when you knock on his trailer, it's as if he's in a runner's stance, the 220, behind the door waiting for them to knock, and bolts out. And so to tell Frank Capra III, just be ready when you knock on my door, without saying it, runs the set. Not only every time, this is a long story, longer.
It was great.
To emphasize, he is a lead. Jay, he's a lead by example guy.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Nicholson, what do you think he's doing that takes so long to come out?
Oh, man.
As him. Why don't you?
There's never been a human being who's more comfortable in his own skin. Ever.
Yeah?
Ever.
Making everybody else around him uncomfortable?
No one happier being themselves either. Like, he really loves it.
Well, I'm going to knock on your trailer door. You be Jack. By the way, Frank Capra III, grandson maybe of.
Absolutely.
Do you think that's like, is grandpa in heaven looking down going, really, an AD? Like I teed you up for greatness.
First of all, as you well know, the first AD may be the greatest job in show business.
Oh, no. Herding cats. And by that, I mean Barry cats.
Yeah.
You guys got to herd me, man.
Yes.
I'm going to knock on your trailer door.
Okay.
And you do each person. So I'm going to go up to Jack's trailer door. Okay, we're ready. Ready for Jack? Sorry. Jack?
Steph, get the door. He had one assistant, and he nicknamed her Staff.
Staff? It's tremendous.
Steph, check the door.
I'll be Tom. You knock on my door. Well, for the YouTube audience.
He didn't even stop to do that. I'm telling you, the door bolted open and he was running.
I've told this story before, but I didn't clean up my clothes ever, and the wardrobe lady caught us in a van. And
you mean didn't hang him up at the end of the day?
Yeah, I just left him on the floor. I was like, I got to get out of here. And she's like, you can hang up your clothes. And I'm sitting next with Tom in a van. I go, well, I don't work in wardrobe. Like I was a dick.
Oof.
And the door closes. We drive for like a block, and Tom goes, these girls, they really bust their ass. They're here very early.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah. The thing you have to get past with Tom is that it's 100% genuine.
Yes.
Because it seems this can't be real. No one's this enthusiastic about everything. And the truth is, he is.
So let's address the
knee
brace in the room. I was coaching high school wrestling.
Correct. Continue.
I brought a two-time national. It's my third day in this particular wrestling room. I want to make a big impression. I bring two-time national champion Nick Soriano with me, who's my friend who I've coached.
Did not.
To bring him with me, like, look, aren't you guys glad I'm your assistant coach? Because look at the access I have to greatness. Nick Soriano, two-time national champion, never lost in high school, grabs me in a body lock from the side, and I say, I'm not wrestling you in front of the kids. What are you, nuts? He lets go of me. I take a step to my left. I tear my ACL, my MCL, and my PCL. I tore my KFC, my PCH, and my LBGTQ. It's completely severed.
All the letters are
All I have
gone.
left is my SOS. My RSSS. Art Fern.
My ACL, my PCL.
So it hurt. First thing I did is I looked down to see if my leg was straight, because it felt like it looked like Lombard Street, right? And it was straight. But oddly, in my memory, it was very white, like milky, like a different color white, like a shock white.
Your leg was?
Yes.
Wow.
Very bizarre. So then I limp. I go, I'm all right. I knew something was amiss, and I walk over to the side. Then it hurt so bad, I almost passed out, and I had to sit down. This is Tuesday. You'll totally love this.
Jesus.
This is how bad it hurt. When the head coach, my new boss, says, do you want me to get you some ice? I said, yes. That's how bad it fucking hurt.
The answer 99 out of 100 is, no, I'm fine.
Nah,
ice.
Yeah, you go across campus, find the nurse's station, or maybe the cafeteria, get a scoop, where the fuck are the bags for ice? And I'll be right here when you get back. So I'm icing my knee. There's a kid sitting on his butt. Like if you're watching TV, there's a kid behind him on his knee, like pushing into the kid's back. And the kid in the front keeps scooching his butt forward.
Sure.
And I'm like, this is ridiculous. So I tell the kid, why not, when he's pushing on your back, why not push back on him? And then both of your energies, you'll be able to stand up using that as a wall.
Now you're doing science, yes.
Okay.
Beautiful.
The kid, like a classic.
This is how they built the pyramids, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The kid, like most teenagers, including my own, looks at me and goes, what?
Sure.
So I get on my butt, I go push. The kid pushes, I go to push and stand up, and then I do it again.
Oh, yeah.
Now I'm absolutely gobsmacked. Like, like this is it. I'm thinking like they're going to have to amputate my leg.
Take me to the funeral home.
Call the coroner. I happen to have a doctor's appointment for just a checkup the very next morning at 8 a.m. I go in there. He gives me the MRI. This is the same lady that when my testosterone needle broke off in my buttock when I gave myself my shot. I thought it did. It fell on the floor.
That's a hard ass for you.
She put on my file, foreign object in butt. And I told her, don't put that. Like, that's forever. And she's like, what? Foreign object in butt? I was like, the only foreign object in this room is you. Anyway, gang, you're a lovely crowd. Are they live? So I go to the doctor. Then I got an appointment with Dr. Elatrage, who happened to do Kobe Bryant's Achilles tendon. And this is how much I love this guy.
Yeah.
Not only is like all these pictures of Dodgers and L.A. Kings and, Mia Hamm and everybody, Laird Hamilton, Gabby Reese, they're all, I said, so when this is done, are you going to put a picture of me doing stand-up on the wall? He says, abso-fucking-lutely.
Wow.
So I'm like, this is amazing. And then in the middle of my exam, I take gum out of my pocket. I go, you want some gum? And he goes, yeah. Like for some reason that
You know what? Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, nobody says yes to the gum.
Especially
Or
You
the
don't
ice.
say yes to the gum.
especially any physician.
So surgery on the 16th. He's going to wait, see me on the 15th.
You need a ride?
Thank you very much. He's going to see if the MCL reattached itself.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless, I'm going under the knife on the 16th, assuming I have no blood clots.
No.
No blood clots.
I love that. Assuming there isn't a blood clot.
Yeah, then we're good to go.
You mentioned blood clot, sir.
Kevin Pollak.
Correct. Continue. Small Jews for 400.
You still have control of the board.
I do.
I'll take things only I know, Alec. When I type in Kevin, what are the next 3 Kevins that come up? I type in Kevin. What are
Hart.
the first 3? Nope.
Really?
0 for 1.
Duran.
Yes. You're going to get the next one.
Spacey.
What's the matter with you? Yellowstone.
Costner.
I'm Kevin Costner. I don't have a lot of emotion. I'm going to touch my glasses so you think I am crying. And then Kevin Hassett, the new National Economic Council guy, the new one.
I don't even think my name comes up if you added a P.
They'd be like, did you mean Kevin Durant?
Yeah.
Kevin Perot.
Yeah.
You started stand-up in San Francisco?
Yes, sir.
Was Robin there still?
Robin had migrated to L.A., but lived in up north, so he would come back. Dana Carvey and I started out basically the same year.
I love Dana.
Yeah, he's the sweetest.
His Dennis Miller
It's rough.
on that podcast. Yeah.
Well, on SNL, he would do it so ridiculously that eventually Miller said, "Why don't you sit next to me at the fucking desk and do it?"
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
I got Kevin
What am
Pollak
I?
next to me with a penguin on his shirt.
He reduced Miller's entire act, if not career, to topic, indifference, reference.
Doing.
No, I mean that was the
I'll say-
trifecta.
I'll say this about Dennis Miller. I listened to the Off-White album
It's untouchable.
as much as I listened to any musical album in my entire lifetime.
It's untouchable.
My comedy DNA.
Yeah.
Like that. Miles Davis Kind of Blue, Beastie Boys Paul's Boutique, Rolling Stones Sticky Fingers, it's Abbey Road, but Dennis Miller, like every day. Don't you love the fact that Jack Ruby got into the garage like that? Hey, boss, the guy that owns the local titty bars here, he has a handgun. Should we let him in? Yeah, who the fuck were they turning away?
Yeah, not just the rhythm, the economy of words, all of it.
Is it true what Dennis Miller says about, because you're doing Tulsa King season 3, that Sylvester Stallone, this guy's got the range of a Daisy air rifle?
Yeah.
Haven't seen choreography that stiff since the Lee Harvey Oswald prison transfer.
Yeah, prison transfer.
What is this fucking pizza cupcakes? You're like a corporate shill on your Instagram. I didn't even heard of this store.
It's not a store. It's a nationwide product in all of your Whole Foods and Targets and Costco's.
You getting little shekels for that?
I am a
Pizza cupcakes?
I'm a what do you call them? A small time
Ambassador?
owner.
Oh, really?
No, I invested in the company. Yeah.
Come on now. Come on now.
Do you watch Shark Tank?
Yeah.
I can't get enough. So when they came on Shark Tank, and Lori, who blew up some other little toasty thing in Starbucks, I forget the name of the little biscuity thing. So when
Cookies?
some kind of thing. So when she pitched herself to the pizza cupcake couple.
Oh, when there's like 4 in that little package, they look like shells?
Yes.
That was a Shark Tank thing?
Something. I don't think it's that one. It's a Bantam bagels or something, and they did little tiny versions.
Oh, yeah, the bagel balls.
The bagel balls. Bagel balls for $600.
Was that the name of your fantasy football team?
I told you the name of my second book.
No.
You know the first one.
Yeah.
How I Slept My Way to the Middle.
That's one of the greatest.
Yeah, not just a funny title, technically still available on Amazon. My second book that I'm still writing is called Hey, it's a sports book. Hey, those are my balls. My favorite part is hey, comma, so you know. But so when I saw Lori after the success of Bantam Bagel Balls, say that, pitching herself to the Pizza Cupcake people, I thought, not only is she investing in this company, she's selling her. You know, they rarely do that with it. Here's why you should go with me. So then a friend of mine in my weekly poker game said, yeah, I'm an early investor. They're doing a friends and family round. Do you want? And I said, yeah. So it really did start sort of mom and pop. And it's now, I'm not kidding, Costco, Target.
Do you get checks monthly? Like, how does this work? What's a guy like you make? Remember that Jonathan Katz joke? He goes, my son's at that awkward age where he's asking me weird questions like, what's a guy like you make?
One of the all-time greats.
Yeah.
Oh,
very quiet. You making all right. Robin, San Francisco.
Yeah, so Dana and I and Bobby Slade, whoop-de-doo, how are you, pal? You're vicious. We all started in San Francisco in the late 70s, and Robin...
It's insane to me.
And so I was probably graduating class as 78, and Robin was 76. So, yeah, he spent all of his time there and was a big mentor to us. And like my first HBO hour, he did a very funny bit for me that was incredibly fun. It might have been my favorite moment of something that I sort of designed and executed. So David Steinberg, the wonderful Canadian Jew, directed...
You're Jewish, right?
Yes, directed the special, but California Reform Jew, which means I'm Catholic. He directed the special, and we were wanting to write sketches to go with the stand-up special. And he came in one day and he said, have you guys seen Madonna's Truth or Dare? So where she chose to document herself? You should pimp that. You should do the black and white mockumentary backstage and the concerts in color. So we did that. Like she had her circle of prayer before she goes out on stage, backstage. So I had a circle of prayer and I fired someone during the prayer. And just a complete and utter prick backstage. But one of the bits is David's walking with the camera crew backstage and he's about to come in my dressing room and he says, let's check out Kevin in his dressing room. You walk in, there's sitting in front of the lighted mirror. And my own voiceover says, a lot of people ask us, people do impressions, how do you learn a new impression? I think I may have devised the perfect method. And I'm looking in the mirror and I'm doing Robin. Whoa, don't be happy. Oh, sorry. That's not it. God damn it. Down, Mr. Happy. Oh, no, shit, that's not it. How did you do it?
Look good from here.
And the camera widens back and Robin's standing there. And he says, no, don't grab. What are you, cranking it up like an old car? And he walks me through how to do it.
You're such a good actor. I thought you were saying right now you didn't have it. I'm like, he's got it. Did you think the same thing?
No, the first one. The second one.
I was like, what? He's freaking out.
Yeah, no, it took great.
Whoa, Mindy.
Yeah, no, sorry. But, you and I think, also have in common the nuances of the impressions, the subtleties. I don't want to see the big version of anyone, which is why that Walken podcast came about. Because I wanted to do my dinner with Andre, and we never reference Walken ever. We never referenced me. It's just two people talking about the minutia of life, and one of them inexplicably is speaking only as Christopher Walken, without any context.
That's when you took the Walken title for me.
So that was one of my greatest joys ever, was to get that, I think, tweet from you saying that very thing.
Oh yeah, because you were just explaining like there was a podcast missing, and you're like, wow, it was the most banal.
Yeah,
there was no impression in it. It was just Chris talking.
So that's what I need. I need the nuances of banality for sure.
Wow. What I've learned, Frank Caliendo's coming up soon on this podcast. He's the only guy I saw that nails. De Niro's got a weird like syllabiness.
Yeah.
And I've never seen anybody. It's hard to do outside of an impression.
Yeah.
Like it's like a weird. I can't do it, but Frank does it, and I went, God damn him.
Yeah, but isn't it? I don't know that anyone shares that other than the fraternity of people who do impressions, where we hear that one thing. When Dana, first year on SNL, They asked him to do Ross Perot. We were on the phone on a Tuesday. And I said, I asked, who they got you doing this week? And he said, they asked me to do Ross Perot. And Ross had appeared on Larry King like twice at that point, but that was it. Nobody really knew who he was yet. And he said, well, they gave me a tape of him on Larry King. I'll watch that. So in the phone call, Dana and I are now spritzing what Ross Perot sounds like. So this is before he comes up with, Larry, can I finish? You know, he was the king of finding the key.
Yeah.
So
it's for the listener. It's the sentence. If you're getting lost, if I say this sentence, it puts the Matchbox car back on the track.
That's exactly right.
Can I finish?
Yeah. So at the end of the phone call, we both have a perfect Ross Perot. And I say to him, well, this sucks because Saturday you're going to become famous for doing Ross Perot. And I'm the asshole at the comedy club doing Dana Carvey's.
I'm playing Tommy T's.
Ross Perot. So my thing with Ross was that his analogies were ridiculous.
You can throw a cat to the wall. That don't mean it's going to stick.
The economy is like peanut butter, see? If you feed it to a horse and he chews on it, it'll look like he's talking. Right? So
any talking animal gets me anyway.
Yeah.
But then now you totally backdoored me.
Okay, so this is the beginning of a short story that I wrote with you in mind because it's narrated by Walken. A cat is sitting quietly. This goes on for some time. It sits calmly, not purring, no. As mentioned, this cat is sitting quietly. All the while, the eye doctor performs LASIK on just the cat's left eye. It's true. Her right eye sees perfectly fine. So strong was her right eye, in fact. Before agreeing to the surgery, Connie, that's the name, the cat. Connie. Before agreeing to surgery, Connie wore an eye patch over her weaker left eye. It was said that Connie's right eye could see the future, but not anything interesting regarding tomorrow. That's all I got. But I wrote this with you in mind because it is that, right? It is the...
But do you know where you really hit the mother load? What words?
I do, but I'd love to hear.
No, do you know in that, when you were reading that, when to me it was like exact?
Please.
Left eye.
Yeah.
I can't even do it the way you did it because you got that gravelly and it was Queens, but it wasn't over the top.
Right.
On the left eye.
Yeah.
Eye.
Yeah.
We were shooting, I was supposed to cry in this scene in Suicide Kings, and I'm like, you know, the plight of the actor. I gotta cry. Now I would just be like, well, I'm not crying. I don't know what to tell you. But back then, it's
crying's
like,
the
I gotta
worst.
cry. I gotta cry. And then they're like, I got some tears going. They're like, okay, we're rolling. And hey, Jay.
For you're dead. You're so fucked.
What's the name of the girl who plays the nanny? I go, Fran Drescher. He goes, yeah, I would like to bang her. Action.
No tears?
No. And me making faces like I'm trying to squeeze out a dump.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
Also known as the Richard Gere.
Complete and utter sweetheart when I had the ridiculous privilege of working with him. Yes.
Where'd you work with Richard Gere?
A great movie that nobody saw called Three Christs. Peter Dinklage, Richard Gere, Walton Goggins, the great Walton Goggins.
Three Christs?
Three Christs, yeah.
Well, you really?
Yes, based
really
on a true
Jew
story
there.
of this psychiatrist in an asylum who, at this point in the 50s, the only treatment for schizophrenia was shock therapy, electroshock therapy. So he went in with group therapy. Let's try this for the first time. So he gathered the three Christs and said, can we at least agree only one of you is Jesus Christ? Which to me was like the greatest jumping off point. So it was based on this book that this psychiatrist wrote.
Sounds like that would be an amazing play.
Yes, it should have been, it still might be a play. Yeah.
The John Ronson wrote a book, The Psychopath Test.
Ooh.
And it's, you know, any world leader obviously is already a psychopath.
Sure.
To want, like, I know how to fix everything.
Yeah.
I'm the guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Globally, it's me.
I used to do a bit about. I don't even trust the person who decides to run for president. How insane is that person? Clearly. I need, that whole title, the most powerful man in the free world. Yeah, yeah.
My brother-in-law ran
Yeah.
for president.
So how do you run that by your wife? The wife, your partner, who knows all your bullshit, right? How do you even begin that conversation? Honey, I'm going to make a Costco run, and also I was thinking about stopping at the bank, and by the way, I decided I'm going to run for president. But
I need to register.
Yeah.
To be the leader of the free world.
Yeah, but
the leader of the free world, So, honey, I'm going to Costco. I'm not going to forget those apricots because I forgot them last time, And, there was something else. I put on the dry erase board. I'm going to pick our daughter up from school. That carpool lane, I'll get there early. And, I'm going to run for the leader of the free world because I know how to fix everything, That's crazy.
Yeah. And
now I can't stop doing it. But also the thing about the psychopath test, John Ronson was once you get into a mental hospital, like at the deep, dark levels, it's almost impossible to get out. So there was a guy in England that was wrongly accused of murder. He was innocent, but there was no way he was getting off. He pled insanity. So they put him in a mental hospital. They found the killer. Can't get out. So, and John Ronson kept visiting this guy in this book.
Wow.
So no matter what tactic this guy tried to get out, they just labeled it a sickness. Like he'd put on a suit, a tie, comb his hair, shave, put on a little cologne, and they're like, here's a guy that's a total narcissist. Whoa. And then he'd have a temper tantrum and they're like, anger issues. He's still in there.
Good God.
So the three Christ, you're better off just being Jesus Christ. My Lord and Savior. Take me, baby.
That's it.
Alan Arkin, I meant to tell you this when we were doing the fabulous Burt Wonderstone. I walk into the makeup trailer in Vegas.
Maybe don't gamble on the word fabulous when you're titling a movie that's going to turn out that bad. Maybe just don't use the word fabulous.
The fabulous script. I could say that with with alacrity.
Anyway, gang. Alacrity, which of course is next to Carson City. Alacrity.
Nice.
Yeah. You really think you're fooling everybody, don't you? You want an army cut?
I walk into the makeup trailer, they're long and there's two entrances.
Yeah.
People's ears just blew out when I went long. So I walk in this end, all the way down at the other end is Alan Arkin.
Oh.
Who, by the way, is a card-carrying fucking hippie. Who knew?
Yes.
He's wearing like courts and he's wearing fucking Birkenstocks. It's
Zen master.
Yeah.
For sure.
He looks like he just walked out of a yurt. Not what I expected from the dentist from the in-laws.
He probably did just walk out of a yurt.
And I walk in and he's still looking in the mirror and he goes, "Oh, Christ, do you do me?" It's the first.
That's a great compliment.
Right.
Yes.
And I go, "No." He goes, "Good."
Yeah.
Kevin Pollak does me. It's awful.
He gave.
He said it was awful.
He gave me. He told me what his acceptance speech would be 10 years before or more before he won for my
Little Miss
Sunshine. And he didn't use this speech when he won. And I asked him and he said, you just.
So he's a liar.
You blank out. But he did write what I think may be, you be the judge. Applause, 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 applause. You make the walk. You're standing at the thing. They hand you the thing. Thank you. I like to say two things. First of all, pitting artists against each other is the most heinous crime in any capacity. And the fact that you're all dressed up and we're here doing it is hideous to me. It's the opposite of the reason any of us got into this. And I think it's I really do think it's atrocious. And secondly, I'd like to say this is the greatest night of my entire life. Thank you. How do you write that speech and then not use it? No one forgets it for the rest of time, right?
My favorite Oscar speech was Pesci for Goodfellas. He goes, "It's a pleasure, thanks."
Yeah.
Just bounces.
Yeah.
Like, fucking thank you. The Hollywood foreign press.
I told you what happened when Rickles went after him on Casino, right?
No.
Oh, buddy. So Rickles is my favorite part of being,
anyway, gang.
Being in that film.
I never entertained him, Mountie.
Yeah, because he's, Well, he confesses to me before we start shooting that he owns De Niro. He said he found out when De Niro was a kid. There were two. Yeah, he knows he owns them going in. There were two types of peer groups on the street corners when De Niro was coming up. There was put-down groups, your mother this, your mother that. And there were doo-wop groups where they stand in a circle and sing songs. And Demure De Niro, was in the put-down groups. And to those guys, Rickles was the Lord. So Rickles says, I own this guy, so watch. The wedding scene, there's 200 extras, and the camera's rolling, and Rickles is standing next to De Niro. De Niro's speaking, acting. Scorsese's watching, camera's rolling, and Rickles just stops and looks up at him and says, that's the way you're going to do it, huh? Like that? No, you got the awards. I'm sure you know what you're doing. Go ahead.
In the middle of the take.
In the middle of the take. Now, everyone freezes. You can hear the sphincters tighten. De Niro takes a nanosecond before the shoulder's shaking, and he's laughing uncontrollably. And it doesn't stop. Just at any chance he gets, he goes after him. Pesci, on the other hand, did not appreciate it. When Rickles pointed out that Joe was so short, he was going to ride him around the set like a Shetland pony.
No, I get it. I'm a midget and you're a genius. Go fuck yourself. This fucking guy.
So I'm walking out to his trailer after,
That fucking Jew prick cocksucker. Fuck him!
I said, Joey was just, yeah, you another one. Go fuck yourself. Not kidding. No sense of humor about it. Just wanted to kill Don Rickles.
And Pesci in Casino has that underrated Kansas City accent.
Yeah.
What do they care? They were earning. They were earning.
Yeah.
And that fucking wig, his face was all pulled back. I'm going to put you in the hospital. And by the time you're coming out, I'll be getting out of the can and I'm going to fucking...
That speech sitting on the couch next to the banker. You put my money to sleep.
Because I'm fucking stupid.
You know what the first thing is when I get out of the can? I'm going to come find you. And I'm going to... Yeah.
Is there... People listening, I bet you haven't seen The In-Laws with Alan Arkin and Peter Falk. It's top two for me all time. Step Brothers, well, Borat's like in another dimension. Borat's the Michael Jordan to me.
Yeah, but in terms of a twofer, in terms of a two-hander, yes. And Alan told me things like the scene where they're driving in the car to meet the Richard Libertini as the South American dictator. That's right. They're driving the car and there's no dialogue written, but before they shoot that, they're at craft service, and Alan sees Peter, who's sort of always talking to himself, and they get close, and Peter says,
Alan, remind me next time we're here. They got a chicken salad sandwich. They put it on a hard roll. They serve it with orange juice, grande, a big one. And Alan says, you're doing that in the scene. When we're in the car, say that. And it's in the movie. They're just driving along, and for no fucking reason, Peter Falk
Flies with beaks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where do I even begin with The In-Laws? When he's in the bar and David Paymer's at the bar and they're watching The Price is Right, he goes, how long's this show been on? And he goes, 1885. You've never seen The Price is Right? He goes, I've been in the bush. He goes, what do you do for a living? CIA.
Yeah.
And he goes, you don't look the type. Oh, I'm the classic agency type. Compact, low to the ground.
It's a comedy clinic.
It's
a comedy clinic, honestly and truly. It's a perfect...
Is this coffee freeze-dried? It's very good.
Yeah. The scene in the diner just before they go out.
The Thing?
Yeah.
We're going to call it The Thing? The biggest caper since the Lindbergh, baby? Go back to your lunches.
Yes.
From now on, Shelley, we're going to call it The Thing.
It's a little greasy. You want to crack the crackers in there.
Yeah.
No, Bay of Pigs. That was my idea.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. You never saw it, Joe.
And then he goes to his office, he opens the safe, and there's a picture with him and Kennedy.
I like when they got the blindfolds on in the firing squad, and he goes, what now? He goes, oh, no, this is it, Shell. This is it. We're going to die. Fucking Ed Begley Jr. Was he?
Yeah.
Was in there. Was he peddling bikes for coffee then?
Yes.
Was he the environmentalist yet?
Probably. Yeah, I think he came out of the womb swinging.
So I did this movie that nobody saw, and Ed Begley did us a favor. He was in it. Paul Rodriguez, just, call in your buddies.
Sure.
So Paul Rodriguez shows up we're waiting for Paul, really. And he shows up in this big orange Humvee before they became where anybody could get one. You know, soccer moms have them when they were still like army sized.
Oh God!
And he comes barreling in, and he gets out, and fucking Ed Begley Jr. goes right in on him. He goes, you know, Paul, for what you pay for gas, one tank of gas, you could feed a family of Indians in the rainforest for a month. And Paul goes, yeah, but they're not funny. I was like, he's got a great point. When you did The Usual Suspects,
oh boy,
my question is there a better time than being with Stephen Baldwin?
For people who hadn't seen the film, when they asked me about it, I would say it's absolutely lightning in a bottle. If you want further proof, you needn't look any further than the fact that Stephen Baldwin's really good in the movie. When we first met, he was wearing leather pants. I should preface, he had not arrived on a motorcycle or a horse. He was just wearing leather pants. So my agent at the time, so this is 94. So after A Few Good Men, as I mentioned, for the little comedian who wanted to be an actor, and it all kind of blew up. So we would speak regularly about the small stack, not big stack, small stack of offers. And so we got on the phone, and I would listen. He would tell me.
You and who?
My agent at the time.
Okay.
And he would say, oh, but you really got to read the script, The Usual Suspects. And I said, who wrote it? And he said, you never heard of him. He's 25. Great. Who's directing? You never heard of him. He's 25. Who's in the fucking thing? Kevin Spacey. What else should we talk about? At that time, Spacey was a lesser-known character actor than I was, like way lesser known. No one was greenlighting Kevin Spacey movies, not even close. In fact, these two 25-year-olds decided they wanted him and had other offers for money to finance this movie, but they would say, we'll finance this, but not with Kevin Spacey.
But we need you to use Skeet Ulrich.
Yeah, exactly.
Skeet Ulrich is here.
Yeah, that can't be a real name. So that's what you say instead of pull.
Skeet.
So, my agent would say, you got to read this. And I would say, listen, we're trying to build something here, as you pointed out to me.
Right.
Who's directing, who's writing, who are my co-stars? These are the questions and answers we need to line up whatever the fuck I get to do in this rarefied air. And well, I think they got Gabriel Byrne, who I loved in Miller's Crossing at that point. That was it. Great, that sounds good. And then for this went on for weeks and weeks, where he would try to dial me back to, you got to read the script. And I would say, what else? Come on, really, stop it already with this. And so when I finally read it, I got to about page 10 and called him and said, I'm in. And he said, he went, talked from Brian, called back, and said, Brian, desperate to have you do this. He's got to meet with two other actors who he made promises to their powerful agents. He'll read them for the part. He wants you. It's yours. The job is yours. He has to see these other two actors. And I said, so I'm going to sit here like a schmuck and let these other two actors come in and possibly steal this part?
Right.
Go fuck yourself. So I said, I'm going to audition. And my agent said, Kevin, I know you're new to the offer-only world. This is my world. And when you get there, you don't go back unless you're forced to. You can't offer to audition when we've been able to prime you as offer only. My dear Tony Shalhoub says he's audition only. So I auditioned, and thankfully I didn't fuck it up. But that was the first and only time I got an offer and insisted on auditioning, because again, you read that script.
I'm always amazed at Benicio Del Toro doing that like retarded voice.
To that,
we're bringing that word back.
It's back. When I met with Brian finally to talk about, he said, well, the only two parts left are the part that Benicio ended up doing and the part that I ended up doing. He said, whichever one of these you want to do. And I said, well, I don't want to do that one because...
Was it written that way? Well, his name is Mumbles.
No, it's not written that way.
But his name is Verbals.
No, Verbal is the Spacey character.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's my first day back. I'm on a lot of Imodium right now. I'm sorry.
You have to be. But honestly... Honestly, there are parts in the film. First of all, I asked Chris McQuarrie to drop the Oscar at my house, which he won at 26 for writing, 1 week out of 52 each year. Any line of mine almost that you might quote back to me from the film, I improvised because I was given the freedom to do so. Greatest script I've still ever read, but I was allowed to improvise. And in the first lockdown scene, which we shot before the lineup, it's the first time we're all together. And we get to the part where Benicio's character talks, and he speaks in that voice. Yeah. And my character in the film says, what the fuck did he just say? Not only was that not in the script, not only was it not me improvising, I was breaking scene and asking the director, what the fuck did he just say? Because they decided, Brian and Benicio, not to tell, so he was going to do that. And he steals every scene he's in is really my point.
He's gorgeous and he looks cool.
But I mean,
and then he opens his mouth and it's like...
There was nothing on the page for that character. The only reason for him to exist, spoiler alert, is to die early, right, to tell the rest of us we can't run from Kaiser Soze. But there was nothing on the...
So that's just like, what a weird choice for him to just show up and be like... I
mean, it was right there in the moment. Since I've got nothing to really say to contribute to the script, I'll be indecipherable and steal every scene I'm in.
Jesus criminy.
Sorry we didn't talk much about Baldwin. He is really good in the movie, by the way.
You guys not cool?
I don't talk to him. I haven't seen him in forever, but I just love to make fun of him because
the Baldwins are a good time, is my point. All of them are. If you're with a Baldwin, it's never like, what do you want to do? I don't know what you want to do. It's like leather pants and massage parlors.
Yeah. But you can tell with Steven that his older brother stole his food at every meal.
Yeah, for sure.
But I have no animosity towards. I love them. Yeah, I love them. And you're right. There is no downtime when you're in the presence of a Baldwin.
Any of the Baldwins. Yeah. It's just like they're fucking the most alpha.
You want to toss the ball around?
Yeah, sure. It's like the Kennedys, but they don't ski into trees.
Yes.
I was in Central Park throwing a football around with my buddy, and this guy just full speed up on a bike, skid stop in the middle of the thing. Can I throw with you? Alec Baldwin. Strangers. Wants to throw a football with strangers.
No surprise.
Yeah.
I picture like a BMX bike. Like
zero surprise.
He just stole it off a kid's
lawn.
Yeah,
he was 51 at the time.
Yeah, drops the bike right into the game.
He stole it off a kid's lawn in Montauk and just pedaled to Central Park. What project did you make the most money on?
I think more interesting is what project did I turn down that I was offered the most money on?
No, that's not more interesting than what I asked. I want to know. You don't have to give me a number, but what project are you like? That was a boon.
Well, as you know, there ain't no money like sequel money.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I don't know that, actually.
Okay, sorry.
But
you've heard tell.
Yeah, I married well. I'm okay.
Better you say it. But you've heard the term.
Yes.
Yeah. So I've had a couple of those, and my favorite.
What sequels did you do?
The whole 10 yards.
Great question, but maybe watch the tone. Grumpier, brilliantly titled
of course.
Old Men. But the whole 10 yards was interesting because the first movie I think is wonderful and hilarious. The second movie is unwatchable. But it's my favorite comedy part that I got to play. The film doesn't work at all. But I got to play this 80-year-old Lou Wasserman glasses, shock of white hair, Hungarian mobster who talked like a lunatic. So it was incredible fun. But on the first movie, I'm going to tell a story about a much beloved actor. Everyone loved this guy. And it's not a complimentary story. I come out of my trailer. It's a night shoot. And the pimply-faced kid on The Simpsons is holding the per diem manila envelope and says, I got your per diem for you, Mr. Pollak. Oh, cool, thanks. Just sign here. And I'm signing, and I hear from behind me, Michael Clarke Duncan, where's my per diem? Hey, Mike. Yeah, where's Mike's per diem? Well, they just gave me this one, sir. Well, how do we know that's not my per diem? Huh. That's an odd thing to say. It says, Kevin, right on the 6'5", 300 pounds. This might be your per diem, Mike. Yeah, where is Mike's per diem? Oh, golly. Kid shits himself. And I say, well, listen, let's get in the van and go to set and they'll figure it out. Get to set. But Mike was very, very disgruntled about this per diem situation. We get to set, and I go to the place where the director chairs a seat, and Bruce Willis and Matthew Perry, and Bruce's longtime executive assistant, Stephen Eads, who they were bartenders together in New York when they were unknowns and been together for 30 plus years, whatever. And we're sitting around shooting the shit. 20 minutes goes by, a half hour goes by, longer than you should have Bruce Willis on set in his chair. So he taps on his watch to Stevie. Stevie says, I'll check it out. Runs off, comes back, and says, yeah, there's a problem. What do you mean there's a problem? Mike is pissed off about something, and he's not coming to set. Then the director, Jonathan Lynn, who did My Cousin Vinny, a great British, comes over and says, sorry, fellas, for the delay. Kevin, you might know something about this. And I hadn't told the guys seated around waiting. I hadn't brought it up. It seems you stole Michael Clarke Duncan's per diem. Is that right? And Matthew Perry, who gave me every funny line I ever said in any movie I was with him. I mean, seconds right before rolling on the third take, he would give me. In that game in sitcoms where they teach you beat the joke,
Yeah.
he was beyond Jedi Master. And says to me in that moment, why would you steal his per diem? And Bruce says, what the fuck are you talking about? And I said, oh, there was this whole thing at base camp, and I explained to them what I explained to you. Bruce gets out of his chair and says, well, I'm going to kill him, and starts walking away. And I said, no, let me
Kill Michael Clarke Duncan.
Exactly. I said, I'm the only one who knows other than Mike what actually happened back at base camp. So let me go over and just see what I can do. I go and I walk across campus to the other side where he's seated by himself, sees me coming, crosses his leg in the opposite direction. And before I can utter an apology for stealing his per diem, anything to get back to work, the principal of Lunacy High says to me, you ought to think twice before stealing a man's per diem. I won't do the voice because that would seem obviously racist. So now I realize, he's not just running for office. He owns the planet of crazy. Because you just said that to the only other person in existence other than the pimply-faced kid from The Simpsons.
You ought to think twice.
You ought to think twice before taking it. It's ridiculous.
Do it as a Chinese guy. Come on.
That's all I'm going to say.
By the way, we're talking about $220.
Yeah. The cash.
It's not like 50 grand.
No.
It's like, here's $200 so you can get some burgers this week.
My favorite thing in the world is back in the day when they would give you per diem in cash.
It's not in cash.
Not in cash anymore.
Bastards.
I know.
I blame Obama.
And you would see an actor making $10 million on a movie get $1,500 per diem and lose their minds. Because as you do know,
because there's a licensed brothel.
You never see.
Wait, what did I say?
You just never see your money. You just never see your money. It comes in, it goes to the system, it pays the thing, and it goes away.
So he's.
So Michael says to me, "You ought to think twice before taking a man's per diem." To me, the only person who knows. So I said, because in a nanosecond it's fight or flight, and in a nanosecond I said. In my mind, if he's convinced himself to say that to me, it's like talking to a drunk. There's going to be no reasoning with this fella. So I said, hey, man, let's put your name on the envelope they gave me. And what do you say we go back to work? How about that? Because
you're the Michael Clarke Duncan whisperer at this point.
And he grimaces, grunts, and agrees to go back to work. But the scene we were shooting is my character, again, spoiler alert, dead in the car, and his character shaking gasoline onto me and a couple of others. Oh. And when it comes to putting the gasoline, which is obviously just water, pardon me, Brave, onto me, I've never seen anyone exert such effort to get liquid onto a fellow's face, which was nearly impossible to remain, quote unquote, acting dead. Cut to sitting on a beach, phone rings. It's Bruce Willis, who we became very, very friendly, and ever since Few Good Men, because he was shooting Death Becomes Her on the soundstage next to us, and he was married to Demi at the time, so he was on our stage loitering way more than on his own. The ADs on his knew where to find him. It would be on our stage. And we just started hanging out. There were a lot of social gatherings. So he calls me I'm on vacation. There's no quicker way to book a gig, right, than book a vacation.
Oh, my God.
He calls me and says, hey, we're doing a sequel to Whole Nine Yards. And I said, wow, man, that's incredible. I don't know if you remember, my character got killed in the first one. So are you calling to rub it in? Because, again, there ain't no money like sequel money. He says, no, you're going to come back as your character's father, 80-year-old Hungarian mobster. Fuck, this is great.
Yeah.
Is everybody coming back? He said, yeah, everyone but Michael Clarke Duncan. That son of a bitch can suck my dick. And I never heard Bruce say a bad thing about anyone. He's just one of those guys. He's just one of those guys who just doesn't speak out of school or badmouth anybody.
So Ving Rhames is similar in size.
Yes, sir.
To Michael Clarke Duncan.
Mm-hmm.
So my cuckoo holy smokes moment with a large African-American male.
In the acting trade?
Sure. We're backstage.
Because I know you've been around a lot of ball players.
Yeah. Oscar De La Hoya's Evening of Champions. It's black
God.
tie.
Oh, my God.
He asked me to be one of the presenters.
Sure.
Absolutely, champ. Whatever you need. And I'm backstage with Ving Rhames and Rayford Johnson. The three of us are going to go out. Olympian Rayford Johnson for you kids. Classy guy. And we're all in tuxedos. And I'm sitting in a beanbag chair.
Why?
So, because the other chairs were taken. So I'm backstage at this auditorium. I'm in like a beanbag chair. My knees are like even with my chin. Like I'm already emasculated.
Was there already a kid's table also in front of you?
And we had hot dogs on paper plates off an ironing board. And then, So Ving Rhames is there, and we're like just waiting. Somebody's speech is droning on. And I just saw Baby Boy in a hotel room on the road.
Oh, wow.
And Ving Rhames was terrifying as the stepdad who's going to fucking kill everybody in the movie. And I go, Ving, can I tell you something, man? You're such a great actor. But, man, I just saw Baby Boy this weekend. I was on the road doing stand-up because, I'm a stand-up comedian. You always work that in so they like you more. And
I belong here.
Your character was terrifying, like Freddy Krueger. When you choked out Tyrese, that really terrified me, like Freddy Krueger. And he gets down on like a catcher squat in front of me.
Because you're in the beanbag.
And puts his hands on my knees and goes, I'm glad you caught that. Because you know as well as anybody, you can choke a man out. But then there's a way to choke a man out where he knows you're going to fuck his ass. Please welcome Jay Mohr, Ving Rhames, and Rayford Johnson.
The irony, of course, is cut to Pulp Fiction.
Because
where Ving
right.
is getting the hard one.
I was like, yeah, I totally vibed from the Mission Palms in Tempe that you were going to commit.
That's good, yeah.
Oh, I got dates to promote. I want to promote Tulsa King Season 3.
September 21st, it drops, Season 3.
You're well into fall.
Yes.
You're already changing what you wear. Maybe have a muff.
Grab a dickie.
Sure. Boots. Sometimes we'd put plastic bags around our feet because it was wet outside. The snow melts and it becomes what we call on the East Coast slush. So you put paper bags around your feet in the boot. Then your socks come off.
Yeah. When you're alone and you find yourself speaking in his voice, that's not crazy, right? Because
no, I did it this morning.
I don't know many other comfort zones where I'm happier doing that.
This year has been a big Pacino year for me.
Oh, buddy.
And when I go and do Corolla, he won't let me up for air. Like, he's always got some game. Like, do Pacino.
Let me ask you this.
In Cruising.
If I could. Have you noticed that now Al, what do you need for this scene? Props ask him. I need a remote control, a glass of wine, and a newspaper. Because he's everything I got to touch.
This newspaper is not from today. This is Friday. You must think you're playing with kids. Who am I, Al Bananas?
Al Bananas!
What am I? What are we doing? I was at Pacino's house. Our kids were in the same preschool. Yeah, he's total OCD, right?
Yeah.
He's also a little ODD. He just diagnosed. He's fucking odd.
Okay.
We're at our kids are playing at his house. And all of a sudden I'm in the house getting water, using the restroom, whatever. And assistants come running in, grabbing coats and keys and running out. And I go, what's going on? They go, Al took the kids to get ice cream. I go, so what? They go, Al's never driven a car.
Oh, God.
So that day, he had never driven a car in his life growing up in Manhattan.
Who knows what drive is?
Do you guys like
right.
sea salt caramel? How about berry blast? You look gay. You and your dad share a birthday.
Yes.
That's the coolest thing in the world.
Is what everyone thinks.
Oh.
But it turns out your birthday's supposed to be your day.
So that's the coolest thing in the world for the dad.
Well, it
You're not going to get anything anyway.
No,
with
it
your dad.
does sound
My
great.
son wrote me a card last year on an index card.
Yeah.
He handed me, my 14-year-old handed me an index card.
That was your birthday card?
Yeah.
So,
In an envelope.
yeah, most years we celebrated how my dad wanted to, right?
Which is avoiding loud noises.
But
Anyway.
so I would
Korean
end up.
War veteran, Joe.
I would end up at the track,
Oh.
Yeah.
Where'd you go? Oh, San Francisco.
and come on, pulling on my shirt. Come on, number 5. And because my dad would say, "Remember, kid, if that horse number 5 comes in, you can get that tricycle you've been bitching about." No, the truth is that's just a stupid bit, and it was day before Halloween, so that really kind of took over everything. It was Halloween themed birthday parties from age nothing to today. To this day, I will do a pumpkin carving contest birthday party for myself.
Oh, fresh invite. Appreciate that. Known each other 25 years. Are you still on Cameo?
It's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing.
How much money has come in on Cameo?
Really? Should I just get on it again? I used to be on it.
Like $60-something thousand.
Yeah, I mean, but after taxes, what?
But I mean, I think that's stupid. And what I
gonna
did
give
was
it to my
I
wife.
priced it so high that
What's
I
your price on
thought
Cameo?
no one will bother me.
What's your?
Just $250, but to me,
Oh my God!
but to me, who would?
No, don't say like just. That's extraordinarily. That's Kris Jenner high.
Am I right though?
That's
So I
crazy
priced it
high.
at a number that I thought no one will bother
I'm gonna go
me.
on and do 251.
But the premise was no one will bother me. Honestly, that's why I did. Same reason I check into hotel rooms under the name John Lovitz. So, so honestly, I thought no one would ever hire me, which is the only reason I mentioned the number, because I'm astonished that it was anything above 1,200.
So the math is, how many cameos a year are you doing? 250. Joe,
Oh,
240.
you're Jewish.
240 a year ago.
Let me talk to my Chinese friend. Yeah, so it's
I'm glad you brought that up.
I did that in my head.
you can do
Kyle.
Cameo, but then there's a way to do Cameo where they know you're gonna fuck their ass. How many?
240.
That's one a day.
but that premise is I made that number in 1 year. I've been on it maybe 3.
You
4
said 60,000 a year.
No, it's 60,000 total.
Oh, who cares? That's nothing.
Well, but for a guy who expected 1,200, that number is astonishing to me.
But you're right about how we get happy with per diem, and the ancillary income makes us nuts. Like, I'll go to the Comedy Magic Club. For some reason, I had never performed there until 2 months ago in July. It was
What?
my fir-
Even when Jimmy Miller booked it in 1984?
Bad. So I just never, for whatever reason.
Wow.
So
And when they gave you $50 at the end of the night,
I brought it home to my wife,
you shit yourself.
and I said, "You put that on the pile. Don't say I don't contribute, lady." But $50, and they go, "Hey, we got a check for you. You leaving?"
Yeah.
I'm in my car. I'm almost out of the lot. They go, wait. We got a check for
Get
you.
out of here. They chased you down with a check
Well,
for
the
50.
guy, they got walkie-talkies, and
Sure,
the parking
sure.
lot guy is like, "Hold on." They said they got a check for you. They don't know that I know it's $50. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna pick it up next week.
Yeah. Sure.
Picked it up next week. Hyundai, 150 because I did 2 spots. They have a fucking 6 p.m. show. Oh, my old Dateline watching ass gets a 6 p.m.
Do you
show.
still jot down ideas either on your notes app on your iPhone or
If
anywhere
it's in
else?
the phone. It's some. I'm an index card guy.
I just jotted this down.
All right, and I'll.
Have serial
We'll
killers
trade.
Okay. Have serial killers also moved on to almond milk? Just a single pound. Huh. All right. Just got the one.
Yeah, these mine are terrible.
Well, they're all terrible.
Oh, people pleasing. People go, I'm in recovery. I work
Sure.
a 12-step program that'll remain initialist. And
That's funny.
I work with guys, that are getting sober, and they're like, my problem is I'm a people pleaser. I'm like, bro, you're on fentanyl 4 days ago. Why don't you make me a list of all the people that are pleased with you as you're wiping your ass with a Burger King wrapper behind the middle school? What you are is you're a validation addict. There's a big difference.
Yes.
Now you got me. Take out your notes.
Oh, you want to go pound shot?
Not pound for pound because you'll
Shot for
probably
shot?
win.
New bits.
I'm not a very good writer. I'm a better reporter. Oh, you'll love this one. I got two boys, 22 and 14. 22-year-old, 6'1", 165 pounds.
How tall was the mailman?
The 14-year-old, 5'5".
You come at me with Charlie Callis?
5'5", 220.
Sure.
So when they walk around the house together, they look like the number 10.
The number 10.
So that's not the joke.
Nope.
This actually happened. See, I'm just a reporter.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. I get no respect at all. So my youngest says to me the other day, I'm standing in the kitchen and we're like finishing up dinner, and he goes, "Hey, Dad, is Jackson Jewish?"
Jackson Bing.
His older brother. I
Okay.
go, "Your brother?" And he goes, "Yeah." I go, "How could your brother be Jewish if we're not Jewish?" He throws the dish in the sink and goes, "I don't know how this stuff works." And he goes in his bedroom and slams the door. I'm standing alone in the kitchen like, maybe he is Jewish. It was the 90s. It's a different time. But I knew he wasn't Jewish, Kevin.
That's a great joke.
Because if you have a friend and you're not sure whether or not they're Jewish, they're not.
Pediatric.
He didn't listen to the best part.
Oh, shit. Sorry. I was looking.
I said, I know my son's not Jewish because if you have a friend and you're not sure whether or not they're Jewish, they're not.
That's good. That's good. But I love the kid slamming the door and you
That
say
really
maybe
happened.
he is Jewish. Pediatric dentistry.
We're out of time, Kevin. I want to thank you, Tulsa Kings. No,
Passed a sign
pediatric.
on a storefront that said pediatric dentistry. One thought. So you really hate children.
That's great. Oh, jokes.
Yeah. Which I don't do. I never did. The only joke I ever did.
No, me and you are just going to share something.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite?
Because I only wrote a couple of jokes. So two.
That you heard in the neighborhood. Jokes.
Oh, jokes. Oh, man. I know. We
Remember Max Alexander?
Sure. He was a joke machine.
He'd keep them in his wallet on like a little...
Oh, wow.
And he'd unfold this like... Remember those like, as Dane Cook says, those origami hate puppets? He would like keep unfolding. It's just, like prison writing, uber small. He'd be like, I got a new one.
Oh, God. I don't remember that.
My favorite one.
Yeah.
Two gay guys at home on a Saturday night, and his husband says to him, "What do you want to do tonight?" He goes, "Let's play hide and seek." He goes, "That's ridiculous. We're grown-ups." He goes, No. If you find me, I'll suck your cock." He goes, "Well, what if I don't find you?" He goes, "I'll be behind the couch." That's my favorite.
Shandling, Gary,
Comma.
had
The comma's the best part.
the single
Shandling,
best misdirect joke that was also one of the greatest examples of economy of words. I'm dating this girl. She's a Miss Georgia. Okay, she's a former Miss Georgia. All right, it's George Foreman. As a misdirect joke, it's unbeatable.
Were you on that documentary that Judd did about Shandling?
No.
I wasn't either. But I didn't really know. My wife's housekeeper looks almost exactly like Gary Shandling. I wish I had a picture of her to show you. Let's go back to 1987 and
I can
talk about
picture
your quintessential work in Who's the Boss? What was that like?
That was amazing because my family came south from the Bay Area, where I'm from, to visit the set of the first time I was in actual show business. Yeah. And Tony Danza took a photo with me and my entire family.
You were the bookstore guy?
I believe. No, that was
30-something.
30-something. 30-something was a television show that was around the same time. Those two got me the SAG card. So I was the manager of the submarine shop in Who's the Boss. Yeah.
They're so big. You
forget.
You wouldn't think they'd sell them in a shop. They're so enormous. Submarines.
I had this is my favorite joke. I had an uncle who was a faith healer. True story. Of course, as a Jewish faith healer, he did things a little differently. He would heal people by comparing his illnesses to theirs. That's my favorite joke that I ever wrote.
But I know you tag it.
Yeah.
Come on.
No. I feel passing off jokes in the guise of conversation is...
I just wanted to tell jokes. My parents came to visit me on my first sitcom, Camp Wilder, at ABC, 1990.
Mm-hmm.
And you have little people that stand in for the children. So they were there during rehearsal.
Oh, sure.
So my parents from New Jersey, it was a very quiet, odd ride home to my apartment in North Hollywood. Like they were almost like mad at me. Like they were like distraught. And I'm like, are you guys okay? Like this is supposed to be like this big celebration. JJ made it. And my mom goes, I just can't figure out why there's midgets playing your niece and nephew. And I just realized she had no idea.
My first, wow.
It is weird when a 40-year-old woman runs up to you and goes, Uncle Brody, Uncle, and jumps into your arms, knocking you both over because they have that thickness.
Lower body.
Yeah.
Is the entire body.
Yeah.
My first biggie was Willow, directed by Ron Howard, produced by George Lucas, shot in Northern California where they had the largest blue screen facility at the time, blue before green. And my dad drove up from San Jose, and I introduced him to George Lucas. And as he was shaking his hand, he, as Homer Simpson, said...
Who says what?
My dad said to George Lucas, I really enjoyed E.T. And George, who's not known for his sense of humor, said, me too. Yeah.
Thank God.
I know.
Thank God.
That was one of those family moments where you bring them to show business and they remind you where you're from in 4 seconds.
The reason I'm building a studio in my house is so this doesn't happen. We have to get out of the studio, Kevin.
Can't wait.
I love Tulsa King season 3. Hey, give me a little Stallone.
By the way, a complete and utter sweetheart and shockingly enjoyable to be around. Whenever there's a good report, I'll tell you Rip Torn's the craziest motherfucker that ever lived. But
training bra.
Yeah.
Confetti.
We did
I said Rip Taylor.
You did. Rip Torn. We did Michael Moore's only fictional film, a comedy called Canadian Bacon.
Yeah.
And we were shooting in Toronto. And the character actor Kevin J. O'Connor had the hotel room next to Rip, Kevin J. with his new bride. And slowly they realized night after night that Rip is yelling at someone they can hear through the wall. And they eventually surmised that it's Rip Torn yelling at hooker du jour through the wall. And they put together a top 10 list in the height of Letterman, a top 10 list of things we heard Rip Torn yell at the hooker through the wall. I don't remember the other 9, but the number one thing we heard Rip Torn yell at the hooker through the wall, I said milk it like a cow!
Holy smokes.
Let's close out on that, I think.
Let's go, people. Like and subscribe.
Jay Mohr's my uncle.